Nature is powerful. It is a force that shapes our world in ways both subtle and dramatic. From the gentle rustling of leaves in a forest to the deafening roar of a waterfall, nature's power is ever present, reminding us of its omnipotence. It can be beautiful and peaceful. The tranquility of a serene meadow, the mesmerizing hues of a sunset over a calm lake, and the quiet stillness of a peaceful forest all showcase nature's gentler side. These moments of calm provide us with solace and a sense of connection to the world around us, but it can also be dangerous. The raw, untamed energy of an erupting volcano, the destructive power of a tornado, and the relentless force of waves crashing against a rocky coastline during a storm all serve as stark reminders of nature's potential for devastation. We must never underestimate its strength. Towering mountain ranges, dense forests, and vast deserts all stand as testaments to the enduring power and majesty of the natural world. These landscapes have been shaped over millennia by forces far beyond our control. From massive hurricanes to tiny but deadly creatures, nature commands respect. The sight of a massive hurricane from space, the lethal precision of a venomous snake, and the overwhelming numbers of a swarm of locusts all illustrate the diverse ways in which nature asserts its dominance. We are part of nature, not above it. As we walk through forests, hike in the mountains, or relax on a beach, we must remember that we are an integral part of the natural world. Our actions have consequences, and we must strive to live in harmony with the environment. Imagine a wall of water taller than a house. The sheer scale of a tsunami with waves towering above buildings is a humbling reminder of nature's capacity for destruction. Now imagine that wall moving towards you at over 100 miles per hour. The speed and force of such a wave are almost unimaginable. Yet this is the reality faced by those in the path of a tsunami. This is the reality of a hurricane. These massive storms, visible from space, bring with them winds and rains that can reshape entire landscapes. Hurricanes form over warm ocean waters. The warm waters provide the energy needed for these storms to grow and intensify, turning them into powerful forces of nature. They gather strength as they move, sometimes growing large enough to cover entire states. As hurricanes travel across the ocean, they can expand to cover vast areas, bringing widespread destruction to everything in their path. In 2017, Hurricane Irma, a Category 5 storm, ripped through the Caribbean. It caused widespread destruction. The storm's ferocity left a trail of devastation, with entire communities struggling to rebuild in its aftermath. Irma's winds, reaching speeds of 185 miles per hour, tore apart buildings and uprooted trees. The sheer force of the winds turned everyday objects into deadly projectiles, causing untold damage. The storm surge, a wall of water pushed ashore by the hurricane, flooded entire islands. This surge of water overwhelmed coastal defenses, submerging towns and islands under feet of water. Irma's impact was a stark reminder of nature's power. The before and after images of the affected areas highlight the dramatic changes wrought by the storm, underscoring the need for preparedness and respect for nature's might. It showed us that even with our technology, we are no match for the raw forces of the natural world. Despite our advancements in weather prediction and disaster preparedness, the sheer power of nature can still catch us off guard and leave us vulnerable. It is a lesson we must never forget. The aftermath of such events serves as a poignant reminder of our place in the world and the respect we must have for the natural forces that shape our lives. Deep beneath our feet, the Earth is constantly moving. This movement is driven by the immense forces within the Earth's mantle, where heat and pressure cause the solid rock to flow very slowly. Over millions of years, these movements shape the surface of our planet, creating mountains, valleys, and ocean basins. These movements can be slow and harmless, or they can be sudden and violent. When the stress on the rocks exceeds their strength, it causes a sudden release of energy, resulting in an earthquake. This energy travels through the Earth in the form of seismic waves, shaking the ground as it goes. When the Earth's tectonic plates collide or grind against each other, they release energy in the form of seismic waves. These plates are massive slabs of the Earth's crust that float on the semi-fluid mantle below. Their interactions at plate boundaries are the primary cause of earthquakes. We experience these waves as earthquakes. The intensity of the shaking can vary greatly depending on the amount of energy released, the distance from the epicenter, and the geological conditions of the area. The Richter scale measures the magnitude of earthquakes. Developed in 1935 by Charles F. Richter, this logarithmic scale quantifies the amount of energy released by an earthquake, allowing scientists to compare the sizes of different quakes. A magnitude 7 earthquake releases about 30 times more energy than a magnitude 6 earthquake. This exponential increase means that even a small difference in magnitude can result in vastly different levels of destruction. The amount of energy released during a major earthquake is staggering. It can cause buildings to collapse, roads to crack, and entire landscapes to be reshaped in a matter of seconds. In 2011, the Tohoku earthquake struck off the coast of Japan. This massive undersea megathrust earthquake had a magnitude of 9.0, making it one of the most powerful earthquakes ever recorded. This magnitude 9.0 earthquake, one of the most powerful ever recorded, shook the entire country. The intense shaking lasted for several minutes, causing widespread panic and destruction. The earthquake triggered a devastating tsunami that caused widespread damage and loss of life. The tsunami waves reached heights of up to 40 meters, inundating coastal communities and sweeping away everything in their path. The Tohoku earthquake and tsunami were stark reminders of the immense power hidden beneath the Earth's surface. The disaster resulted in over 15,000 deaths and left hundreds of thousands homeless. They showed us that, even in the 21st century, we are vulnerable to the unpredictable forces of nature. Despite advances in technology and engineering, we must continue to study and prepare for these natural events to mitigate their impact on our lives and communities. Volcanoes are another spectacular display of nature's power. These geological formations are not just mountains, they are vents in the Earth's crust, through which molten rock, ash, and gases escape from below the surface. These mountains, formed over thousands of years by the buildup of molten rock, offer a glimpse into the Earth's fiery interior. The process of their formation is a testament to the dynamic and ever-changing nature of our planet. When a volcano erupts, it spews out lava, ash, and gases, creating a scene of both beauty and destruction. The lava flows can reshape landscapes, while the ash clouds can affect air travel and climate. The eruption of Mount St. Helens in 1980 is a prime example of the destructive power of volcanoes. This catastrophic event was preceded by a series of earthquakes and steam venting episodes, which served as a warning of the impending disaster. This eruption, the deadliest in U.S. history, sent a column of ash and gas 15 miles into the atmosphere. The ash cloud circled the globe, affecting weather patterns and creating stunning sunsets. The blast flattened forests, melted glaciers, and triggered mudslides. The sheer force of the eruption was enough to blow off the top of the mountain, reducing its height by over 1,000 feet. The eruption of Mount St. Helens was a stark reminder of the raw power that lies beneath the Earth's surface. The landscape was forever altered, leaving behind a barren wasteland that slowly began to recover over the years. It showed us that even dormant volcanoes can awaken with devastating consequences. The event underscored the importance of monitoring volcanic activity and being prepared for the unexpected. Tsunamis, often triggered by earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, are giant waves that can travel thousands of miles across the ocean. These waves may appear small out at sea, but as they approach the coast, they grow in height, becoming walls of water that can cause catastrophic damage. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, triggered by a magnitude 9.1 earthquake, was one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history. The tsunami waves, reaching heights of over 100 feet, devastated coastal communities in 14 countries. The 2004 tsunami highlighted the interconnectedness of our planet. It showed us that events happening far away can have devastating consequences closer to home. Section 5. The power of small things. You know, nature's power isn't always about massive events like hurricanes and earthquakes. Sometimes the smallest creatures can be just as impactful. Take, for example, the mosquito. This tiny insect is responsible for more human deaths than any other animal on Earth. Mosquitoes transmit diseases like malaria, dengue fever, and Zika virus, which affect millions of people each year. Then there's the humble ant. Individually they may seem insignificant, but ants, working together in colonies, can have a huge impact on their environment. They can strip a tree bare in a matter of hours and can even take down animals much larger than themselves. Section 6. Respecting nature's boundaries. As humans, we often try to control nature. We build dams, divert rivers, and construct cities in areas prone to natural disasters. But nature has a way of reminding us that we are not in control. When we push nature's boundaries, we do so at our own peril. The increasing frequency and intensity of natural disasters in recent years is a clear sign that our planet is changing. Climate change, driven by human activities, is altering weather patterns and increasing the likelihood of extreme events. We must learn to live in harmony with nature, respecting its boundaries and finding ways to mitigate the risks posed by natural hazards. Section 7. Learning from nature's power. While nature's power can be destructive, it can also be a source of inspiration. By studying nature, we can learn valuable lessons about resilience, adaptation, and sustainability. Take, for example, the way forests recover after a fire. From the ashes, new life emerges, demonstrating the remarkable ability of nature to heal and regenerate. We can apply these lessons to our own lives, learning to adapt to change, build resilience, and create a more sustainable future. Section 8. Awe-inspiring and unpredictable. Nature's power is both awe-inspiring and unpredictable. It can create breathtaking beauty one moment and unleash devastating destruction the next. We must never take nature for granted. We must treat it with respect, learn from its wisdom, and find ways to live in harmony with the natural world. Section 9. Living in harmony with nature. Nature is full of surprises. It is a force to be reckoned with, capable of both great beauty and terrible destruction. We must never underestimate its power or take it for granted. By respecting nature, learning from it, and adapting to its changes, we can hope to live in greater harmony with the natural world. Remember, we are part of nature, not apart from it. Our future depends on our ability to live in balance with the planet we call home.